Oh, nicely played. Nicely played. You know, he wasn't far away there. Mustafiza with that intended Yorker about middle and leg. Maybe it was just sliding down the leg side a fraction and just a little full. And that enabled Imam to get it away fine for 4.
Yeah, he's not a one-dimensional striker. Imaginative and good. He found the gap beautifully. It's a tough ball to deal with. Low full toss on the pads.
Cute, but only for a single with third man back on the fence. Question is if Safraz is not fit to keep, who will have a go at that, Rambo?
It's a very good question, actually. Wahab Riaz, maybe?
Babar Azam has done it occasionally.
Mazza says... expose the strike to Imad. He's 18 from 12 balls.
Confident cricketer is Imad Wasim. He took a punishment actually in that 5-match series that England and Pakistan played ahead of the World Cup, which may have been
can be good for you because you learn from that experience, and I think that is where Imad has been impressive, both with bat and ball.
.279 for 5.
কুরকুরে আমেরিকান স্টাইল ক্রিম এন্ড অনিয়ন যা দারুণ স্বাদে সবাই হয় আপন।
তাহলে সোমবার
আমার ভাগ্নের জন্য রোববারই হয়ে যাবে। কুরকুরে খাও, ফ্যামিলি বানাও। আরো ট্রাই করো দারুণ স্বাদের নতুন কুরকুরে স্প্যানিশ টমেটো ট্যাঙ্গো।
48, 49, 50 মোবাইলে এত টাকা জীবনে কেউ পাঠায় না। ভাই এক গ্লাস পানি দিন।
নগদে একবারে সর্বোচ্চ 50,000 টাকা পাঠানো যায়। নগদ ডাক বিভাগের ডিজিটাল লেনদেন।
First game. For Pakistan was so damaging, not just the defeat but the scale of it against West Indies, and the fact that it was over so quickly put them so far behind the 8 ball in terms of net run rate. 36 overs remaining in that game. He's asking a question of Mazhar, our scorer, who knows everything. I mean, there's not a question he can't answer.
He thinks he knows everything. What a rider.
I asked him, why does net run rate count in front of wins, in the sense that if Pakistan win this, they end up on the same number of points as New Zealand. Pakistan beat New Zealand, of course, in the group game. Why should that not be more important than run rate? And, of course, the answer Mazza gave was that 3 teams could end up on the same number of points, and therefore you need a differentiator in that instance. So net run rate it is, and it's net run rate that is going to be very costly for Pakistan.
That's such an anti-national answer.
The point being clearly there that if Pakistan win this, they go to 11 points, same as New Zealand, with 5 wins, same as New Zealand, and they beat New Zealand in the group stages. But it's net run rate, not wins, that count. Sounded sweet, and is sweet. It's a pretty long way out there as well. Here at Lord's, into the corners, you have to hit the ball pretty well to get a 6.
I believe it's an 80-meter hit that, and so well managed. Hitting this a 6 from the crease, not an easy job. And there was a field of position for a miscue. He was beaten quite easily in the end. 83-meter 6.
Yeah, wide, says Michael Goff, and it was.
Sweet as, beautifully struck.
What's the situation with Pakistan, Rambo? Most teams work on a 4-year cycle in between World Cups. Are there a lot of contracts? I'm thinking of the coaching staff now. Are there a lot of contracts up for renewal after this game?
Yeah, absolutely. They've had a 3-year term. I think it was over before this World Cup, so they've given this little extension, little window. Not only the coaching staff, but chief selector's tenure will finish as well after the World Cup. I think it's time for introspection, clearly, for Pakistan.
Brilliant. Wonderful Yorker. The difference that a few inches makes. He was a little short of it and was put over mid-on for 6 by Imad Wasim. But here now, right on target, and it's good enough for Wahab.
Strong body language and a strong delivery. Mentioned earlier in the commentary stint as well that he has bowled the most Yorkers in this World Cup, and that was a terrific delivery, especially to the tail ender who's looking to tee off. Got 2 from 4 balls to 88 for 6.
নতুন যুগের পেসারদের বাউন্সার থেকে নিরাপদ থাকতে চাই হেলমেট, আর ভাইরাস, ব্যাকটেরিয়া ও নতুন যুগের দূষণ থেকে নিরাপদ থাকতে চাই পিওরেট।
.288 for 6 Pakistan with 3.1 overs remaining. Bangladesh's bowlers showing all their skills and variety at the end of this innings. Shadab joins Imad Wasim, who's playing well, 26 from 16. They need a flourish, need to get over 300 if they can. Bangladesh have shown in this World Cup that they are a very capable batting side, even though life tends to be a bit tougher for teams batting second in this tournament. It was a wonderful Yorker, wasn't it, from Saifuddin, right on the popping crease. That's what he'll be looking to try and do again. 289 for 6.
নতুন প্যাকে অল টাইম ফ্যামিলিকে মাত্র 30 টাকা।
এই বিশ্বকাপে প্রাণ পটেটো ক্র্যাকারের ক্রিকেট ফিভার প্যাকেট কিনলেই পাচ্ছেন ইংল্যান্ড ভ্রমণের সুযোগ। এছাড়াও থাকছে ব্যাট, বল, জার্সি, ক্যাপ সহ মজার মজার টয় জেতার সুযোগ।
এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট, খান, ভালো জিনিস।
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বিস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
নতুন প্যাকে অল টাইম ফ্যামিলিকে মাত্র 30 টাকা।
And Wahab himself would give it a thumbs up because Wahab bowls those Yorkers so well. Just couldn't do anything about it. Wonderfully bowled.
Three overs left. The Fizz has got a couple from the nursery end, so he will bowl out, assuming there's no disasters for him this over. Yeah, taken. Really good, Mustafizur, moving sharply away to his left. There was a bit of a leading edge from Shadab. Excellent return catch.
Talk of fizz and talk of brilliance. The off-cutter was played in the air, and have a look at this grab. Fantastic piece of catching in his follow-through. And beautifully held. 289 for the loss of 7. Shadab gone for 1.
Struggle to get wickets at the start of an innings. Bangladesh very adept at taking wickets at the end of an innings, particularly through Mustafizur, who now has 3 for, again 3 for 62, Safiuddin 3 for 64. This was a wonderful bit of athleticism from Mustafizur, and it's good because when he's following through, he'd be going the other way. He'd naturally run off the pitch to his right. So he's got to change direction here. And even though it was just chipped back and didn't go quickly, he had to change direction. He just got his left hand under the ball. Great athleticism from the seamer.
And he wasn't wrong-footed as well, because it was a leading edge. Bowled an off-cutter, knew exactly at what pace he had bowled it, what length, and in the end, saw the fizz.
This is where they're very good, bowling at the end of an innings. A couple of aspects of the game they can improve. One is taking wickets with the new ball, find a wicket taker at the top, and perhaps somebody with some real hitting ability down the order. If you put those two things in Bangladesh's team, it would improve them and help take them to the next level. Lovely. Mohammad Amir with a cultured off drive.
Special drive from Mohammad Amir. Mustafizur over pitching, and he was in very good position, and the beauty about that drive was the gap that he found.
No change to the field, so that gap remains. I think he was trying to open up the offside again, but Mustafiza just saw him sneaking to leg and followed him down the leg side. Is there an edge? Wicketkeeper thinks so. The Fizz thinks so. Imad Wasim stands staring at the square leg umpire as if to say, how about a wide? Forget the appeal. How about a wide?
He's all pumped up. It's marginal, wasn't it? Could have been awarded a wide. Al-Traj doesn't say much whether there was an edge or not. Just a little murmur.
Yeah, probably had a point, Imad Wasim, staring at the square leg umpire, who would signal to the standing umpire. Quicker this time, just as short but quicker.
তো নগদে সঞ্চয় টাকা বাড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি হারে।
টেনশন নিয়েন না যে মোবাইল খুলবো, আসলে খুলবো আপনার নগদের অ্যাকাউন্ট।
নগদ ডাক বিভাগের ডিজিটাল লেনদেন।
But it was a slower ball actually, although it seemed to get to Imad Wasim at a rapid rate. So that innings has rather declined after the 100 from Imam and 96 from Babar Azam. Should be taken. No, just short of mid-wicket. Thought it was going to get to Soumya Sarkar, but hit it so badly. It landed in no man's land.
Another left-hander was impressive, was Imam ul Haq, Pakistani opener. Getting Pakistan off to a good start and then striking 100. His footwork has been very good in this World Cup. Moving forward, his only thing they needs to improve is his batting against spin. But he's got the temperament to score hundreds, and he's off to a brilliant start in his ODI career. This was his 7th 100 in ODIs. And just a year and a half of international cricket. Mohammad Amir once again getting that ball into the gap. This is a competitive score, but a score that will not be out of bounds for Bangladesh. They bat well. They bat deep.
It's not the miracle Pakistan supporters were hoping for, but as you said, it is a competitive. To wait so long then, Mohammad Amir. He got into that position so early, you wonder whether the bowler saw him and changed his mind, and then he had to wait and wait and wait, and so little pace on the ball, it didn't even make that fielder just behind square on the leg side. It was inside the circle.
Yeah, there are three confused people. the striker and the two men at square leg and fine leg up in the circle. Nobody knew what was happening.
Well played. Beautifully played. The man is square on the boundary on the offside, and the key there again was that Imad Wasim waited on the ball, and that has taken Pakistan beyond 300.
Such an improved striker, Imad Wasim, clearing the front leg and hitting the ball at the middle of the bat, finding the gap once again. It's really been a pearler, 32 from just 20 balls, 4 fours and a 6.
Goes offside again and in front of square again. And the slope will help take that ball to the boundary again. So really giving this innings some impetus towards the end, Imad. Seems to have coped with the changes of pace better than anybody else.
He hasn't been predetermined to hit the ball and hit those big shots. Very calm.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সব সময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
A few wickets have tumbled in the last 10 overs. So we've got 1 over remaining. Pakistan 308 for 7. Imad, the right man, is on strike, but he'll have his work cut out because one of the best at the death has got ball in hand.
Bangladesh have scored 3 over 300 scores in this World Cup, once winning. And so this shouldn't be beyond them. 308 for the loss of 7. And the last 6 balls will mean a lot for both sides. Imad 37 from 22 is played brilliantly with strike rate of 168.
Try and get Imad on strike as much as they can in this final over. The men out are all on the leg side, actually, 4 of them. So we're going to see a combination of attempted Yorkers and slower balls from the Fizz. 4 men out patrolling that leg side boundary, which is slightly longer than the offside, but only slightly.
It's difficult to line up Mustafiz because you'll see an off cutter, a leg cutter, then a slow bouncer, and then a proper seam up bouncer as well. And he shows control. There's so much discipline in his variations. Quite remarkable.
Lovely shot. That's where the boundary option is for Imad Wasim, with everybody out on the leg side. The only man on the boundary on the offside is at long off. And that's why he was looking to give himself room and thrash it away square through point.
Absolutely played a great innings here. 43 from 24. Otherwise, Pakistan would have been in a lot of problems because the middle phase of the innings was looking good. Then wickets fell. Bangladesh came back. And it's now Imad who's given them a real chance there.
All change to the field with point going back to the fence, third man going back, long off, coming inside the circle and fine leg. 4 balls left in the innings. He's not happy with himself there, Imad.
He was clearly trying to play the field, finally brought up in the rings, is looking for that dinky shot. Once again trying that off-cutter. Saw the batsman walk away from the stumps and he bowled it wider.
Third man takes it comfortably. Reverse cup, it's Mamadullah down on the third man boundary, and that ends an excellent innings from Imad Wasim.
Yeah, an absolute winner, that knock. Mustafizur firing it short, a bit wide, created a bit of space to hit it over point, sliced it up in the air. Mahmudullah with a good take. But a knock that would have damaged.
আজকাল আবদারে বড় বাচ্চারা পিছিয়ে নেই, তবে কিচেন যখন গাজি স্টোভ তখন হরহামেশা এমন
Two balls left of this Pakistan innings as Shaheen Shah Afridi joins Mohammad Amir. These two left-arm bowlers who may well take the new ball for Pakistan. 2 balls left to try and make the most of it. Amir is on strike. Yeah, there's an edge there, surely, yes. It's another one for the Fizz. 5 for against India and now 5 for against Pakistan. 5 for 74. What a bowler he is at the end of an innings. Another slower ball into the surface. Amir trying to carve it away over the offside, can only find Mushfiqur Rahim. And a huge smile for the Fizz, who will get his name on the honours board here at Lord's. So Mohammad Amir goes for 8. Pakistan 314 for 9. And we await on Pakistan's captain Sarfraz, who makes his way to the middle. Remember, he was hit a painful blow at the non-striker's end earlier in the day from Imad Wasim and had to retire hurt, and finds himself walking out with just 1 ball of the innings remaining. See that so often from Mustafizur, a slower ball, an off-cutter driven into the surface. So hard for the batsman to get pace on the ball. And so the Fizz now finds himself on a hat-trick. We've seen a couple of hat-tricks in this World Cup so far. Mohammad Shami has one, Trent Bolt has one. It would be a beautiful end to this innings if the Fizz can pick one up as well. Sarfraz, Pakistan's captain, on strike. The Fizz on a hat-trick. It won't be a dream end for the Fizz, but he finishes with figures of 5 for 75, and Pakistan end on 350.
হারিয়ে যান সীমাহীন বিনোদনের অতল দুনিয়ায়। উপভোগ করুন যখন খুশি যেখানে খুশি। ওয়েলকাম টু সিনেস্পট।
Remains to be seen whether Safraz is fit enough to keep. Let's hope.
নতুন যুগের পেসারদের বাউন্সার থেকে নিরাপদ থাকতে চাই হেলমেট, আর ভাইরাস, ব্যাকটেরিয়া ও নতুন যুগের দূষণ থেকে নিরাপদ থাকতে চাই পিওরেট।
In order to qualify, they need to bowl Bangladesh out for 7. So that clearly ain't going to happen. But we may have a good game in prospect, because this is a good score, but Bangladesh have got a very good lineup. Some in-form batsmen, particularly Shakib and Mushfiqur. It's the Fizz that will lead this team off, having taken Pfeiffer through the famous long room. One of the great walks in sport, this. Up the stairs and through the long room, and then you go up 2 or 3 more sets of stairs as well. Pakistan